Good afternoon, everyone. So we are in the writing part of IELTS, and in my previous video, I talked about the Task 1 academic, and in this video, I'm going to talk about IELTS Writing Task 2. And whether you're applying for IELTS academic or general, you will be getting similar types of questions in Task 2. So in the Task 2, the requirement of the task is that you have to write an essay of about 250 words. So you should never be writing an essay which is less than 250 words because that way you can lose your score. So to write this essay, you are given a total of 40 minutes. And in these 40 minutes, you have to complete this essay. Usually the least word count for this task 2 should be 250 words. But according to different sources, they say that we have to write at least 260 to 280 words to be on the safe side. I would say you should never cross more than this because the more you write in your task 2, the more likely you are going to commit mistakes, and that way you can lose your score, which we have to avoid because we are always aiming for higher score in the writing part of IELTS because that is quite tough than the other parts. So now I'll talk about the structure of task 2. As I mentioned in my previous video that a 4 paragraph essay is usually suitable whether it is task 1 and task 2 because it makes a perfect structure, and you can write a lot within the requirement and it will also fulfill your requirement. So what I mean by that is it should be comprised of 4 paragraphs. So first paragraph is the introduction. Now what you need to do in the introduction. In the introduction, the first sentence is known as the thesis statement, right? Thesis statement means you have to write a general statement about the topic that has been given to you in the question prompt. Your second sentence in the introduction is simply paraphrasing of the question prompt that has been given to you. Now, the third sentence of your introduction is simply you have to take a stance in your essay. For example, depending on the type of essay, if they are asking you about your opinion or to what extent do you agree with something or not, so you have to write clearly that I agree with the idea that has been given in the question, and in this essay, I'm going to talk about this and this, right? Once you write all of these things, it completes the introduction of your writing part 2. That's completed. Now we move on to first body paragraph. Now, depending on the question that has been given to you, you have to write your first body paragraph. So in this body paragraph, you will be talking about any idea that you have. For example, if you agree with something, you should have an idea. I mean, why do you agree with that thing? So you have to talk about that. Once you complete that, you have to support it with a clear example. So that completes your body paragraph 1. Now you are going to start the second body paragraph. In the second body paragraph, what you have to do is that you have to create a link. For example, if this second body paragraph is kind of opposing whatever you have written in the paragraph 1, I mean the body paragraph 1, you have to start body paragraphs 2 using the words like on the contrary, on the other hand, or however. For example, if both of the ideas are similar in these two body paragraph, you can start your second body paragraph with words like moreover, in addition to it, because this way it creates a better flow in your essays. Now in the second body paragraph, sorry, what you have to do is you have to write about the second idea that supports your stance. So you'll talk about that idea and then you have to support it with a clear example. Once you complete that, then you move on to the fourth paragraph, which would be your last paragraph, and it is known as the concluding paragraph. Now, whatever you've written in your essay in the introduction and the body paragraph, you are going to sum it up in this concluding paragraph. So you can start your conclusion with words like, in conclusion, we can say that, and then you talk about whatever you have talked about in your essay. Or you can start with like, in a nutshell, we can say that. So then you sum it up, and this completes the requirement of your essay.